job on third down. Forget that. Let's go get the first down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a first and goal situation.
He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week, and you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late, but what a great job to take control of this game. And the offense, they've got it moving now.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And the Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Bad news for the defense. They gave up a first down on a scramble. Good news, though, they got a lick on that quarterback. That is a dream shot for anybody on defense. So, yeah, you might have made a good play individually. Good job, bud. Attaboy. You might get a helmet sticker for that, but you're also going to be in the ice bath after the game.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive. Just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. The give from the gun. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
He's got him. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They'll try to run for it. Turning it on. The 40. The 30. He's at the touchdown, Alabama! He got a step and just dusted the field.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. And now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for two out to the 26.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. Oh, he's got some space. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And they may have caught the defense napping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that 3rd down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of down.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football on these 3rd down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
That's a great play by this defense. It's hard when you go against a guy that's so good at the quarterback spot. He can make so many plays, but the defense understood that rep. Nice job getting to him, corralling him, getting him on the ground, and creating the big sack.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Fires to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. The run to the left. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. nowhere to go, when you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Right on the money. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They've got a first down here to open the period. He'll pull it on the read. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start putting a lot of pressure.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. On 4th down, looking to pass. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
This time he's got it. Breaks into the open. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this is good news for the offense here because they've got their Heisman-caliber receiver in a bit of a groove. Back-to-back catches. The defense has no answer for him. I will keep force-feeding him the football because he's catching fire right now.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. He makes the catch. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, we'll take that throw all day.
They'll keep it on the ground. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency in getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great
looking for the end zone. Touchdown tie, and they take it in for 6 more points. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, the clock has hit zeros. Here's a look at the big moment from that battle in the Pac-12. Maryland pulled one out today on a day they clearly did not have their best. And that's a testament to those Terps players. That winning gene, I really believe offensive thing. Fun one in the Pac-12, man. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for bowl position.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Makes the grab. It's Isaac. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball is only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation, the quarterback hits him in stride.
There he goes. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't make the catch. It's incomplete, and that drop might have cost him a big play on 1st down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Looking left. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Are you kidding me? Lucky number 7. He's got 7 interceptions on the season, consistently around the ball. High IQ, breaks on the football great. This guy just makes play after play after play.
Got his man quickly. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Down to the 26-yard line and a 1st down. They'll leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got his man. Turning it on. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He's not even going to make it to the 20, much less the 25. They'll mark it out of bounds at the 18. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Oh, he wants it all. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. And the pass interference penalty is costly, wiping out the turnover. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Pocket breaking down. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Quick completion on the out. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Got it set up on the outside. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? Gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page.
He's looking deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He'll get rid of it. He's open on the right. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They're looking to throw on second and short. Buys a little time. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Runs through the tackle. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Lets it fly. Complete downfield. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Auburn to the line in a hurry. They'll run it from the gun. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback making checks. Wants to go up top. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn! Fitted in the window for the score.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On the run, it's Clay. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. Let's see what he can do with the return. He's not going to make it to the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 17. So here comes the Auburn offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven...
That's a high ball! It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? I don't know if it was... And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Oh, a double pass. Pressure coming. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. They'll run play action. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on third down.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. Here comes that Alabama offense. The give to the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Quick strike complete. At the 20, he's got space. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Quarterback sneak wedging himself into the line. And I don't think he got in. Those big bodies up front just creating a wall at the goal line. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A couple things I loved about this defense. They didn't get deterred. They gave them some yards, got all the way down here near the goal line, but now bowing their necks up. Big stop on 3rd down, forcing a 4th down opportunity ahead.
4th down and goal from the 3. The playbook is pretty much wide open here. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Quick strike through the air for the score. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. There he goes to the right. At the 30. The 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Alabama! The tide is rolling as Alabama starts to pull away from Auburn.
Yeah, and Alabama handling the moment. Obviously, we know they got great players, great tradition, but handling the moment in the Iron Bowl, big stage, a lot of hatred, doing a great job of handling all of that, Palmer.
And Alabama knew coming into this game, you just throw the records out when you're playing your in-state rival, Auburn. What matters is what you do on the field when that first whistle blows. And Alabama simply, in all three phases of the game, they've been better.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively.
Gonna take a shot. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Showing the arm strength to the left. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You want to know why this team is losing? Look no further than this statistic, guys. Their best receiver doesn't have a catch yet in this game. There they try to go his way again. The defense has completely shut him down.
He might want another play. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on fourth down.
Man, as a defense, you're like, oh, they're going to draw us offside. They're going to draw us offside. They're not going to go for it. They go for it, and you get the big stop. You've set your offense up. You've turned the momentum. This defense should be feeling really good about themselves.
Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Floating away. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Pulls it in. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Gets the back moving. They'll run it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Trying to find the end zone. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stuff the run. Barrels ahead. They just needed a few inches, and the defense knocked them down in the backfield.
3rd and goal. The offense still trying to run the football here. And how about the individual effort up front by this defender? Getting penetration and now setting up 4th down.
And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. 4th and goal from the 3, and the offense will stay out there and try to finish the deal. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown time. And they take it in for 6 more points. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Houston came away with the win today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks at H-Town had to sweat things out for much of the second half. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Going right to work up top. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
This defense is a very well-coached unit, and they're very, very active, and they're very aware of what's going on. Everybody on defense there knew where the quarterback wanted to go with it. Everyone trying to get their hands in it.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush. They win up front.
Fires left. They're just working that sideline. Excellent footwork to stay in bounds. The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. Needs it to keep this drive alive. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've reached the break, and Alabama has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. He'll keep it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
Back to pass on second down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And now if I was the offense, I'd think about getting the football maybe out on the perimeter somewhere, because you're getting beaten and eaten alive in the interior. You had a gain of no yards the last play. You just gave up the sack. Put your quarterback, put the football out on the perimeter in space.
Let's it fly. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6.
And he's not done, man. This QB is on a heater. He's already thrown 5 touchdown passes. And here we are late in the game, and he's still taking shots. When you're in a rhythm like that, you feel like any time the ball leaves your fingers, it's landing in your receiver's hands. And oftentimes for this guy today, it's been for touchdowns.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So here comes the Auburn offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. He's got it inside the 25. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success, because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. They'll try the run. He's past the 30. Oh, the ball's out after that big play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
It's so disappointing for the offense, too, because they pride themselves on being physical, right? They wanted to come out in this game. They want to establish the run. They do that each and every week. They had the 1st down, but David, he just couldn't hold on to it. The defense now creates the takeaway.
And speaking of pride, that's what you pride yourself on defense, taking the football away. How many possessions can you steal? He had the 1st down, but you got there. And more importantly, we work on this all week long. County fair, stripping the football, getting the football out, and then falling on it. Nice job by the defense, forcing the turnover.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. This time on target. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 1st down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going here.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. He's loose. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Bama! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
He'll return it. Rolling the dice and bringing it out of the end zone did not pay off. He's out of bounds at the 19. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Fires to the tight end. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34. Quick tempo here for the offense.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't
Looking for a huge play. He's got it inside the 30. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Quarterback making adjustments. Now on the move. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quick completion on the out route. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Gets it out quickly. That completion will take him inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Auburn lines up quickly. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Here we go, sack. Cornhole, 88. Cornhole, 88. Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward. Not much of a decision to make there. The defense will move him back. 6th play of the drive coming up. Running back searching for a hole. Not enough space. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Now with a 1st and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game. Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away.
And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move.
You haven't seen that happen too often tonight. Taking a loss on a run. This guy's been special. He's been finding ways to get into the 2nd level of this defense, and because of his talent and ability, it's a big reason why they've got the lead right now. You know that's not going to deter them, that last play. They're going to keep handing him the football.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab. He's got a 1st down. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. He wants to change this route. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Under fire. He'll pull it down.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
on third down. He'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab. Still on his feet at the 35. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Got room to work.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Well, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The latest edition of this in-state passion play is bathed in crimson as Alabama rolls to victory.